Hi guys, I'm Natalka and this is my fancy little tech blog. Imagine this. You come out of the bedroom in the morning just to see your robot vacuum chasing the cats, and when you try to stop it, it tells you to go fuck yourself. You could pinch yourself to wake up, but for Ecovacs D-Bot X2 vacuum owners, this is the harsh reality. A wave of hacks has hit the US over a few days, and that is just what people were able to notice. Because it turns out that hackers could also spy on cleaning enthusiasts. Not only did they get access to their accounts, but they could also remotely disable the warning sound of the access to the camera and microphones. No one knows for how long this has been going on, and the manufacturer even said they found no signs of hacking. As for the vacuum chasing cats and swearing, well, maybe it just picked it up from you. AI learns from humans, after all. Still, Ecovacs has released a patch that makes it harder to guess the PIN code for remote access, but it hasn't helped everyone. Some D-bots continue terrorizing the household. What can I say? Typical Chinese cloud tech. I also own a vacuum with a camera and microphone, and let me tell you, I've always suspected it and never did anything sensitive around it. So I recommend you don't too. Unless you want to find yourself trending on WeChat's weird group. And speaking of, two students have slightly modified Ray-Ban glasses from Meta and turned them into a real spy gadget. If previously the main entertainment was seeing if the glasses could recognize objects you held up to them, the new eye X-ray project now lets you walk down the street, scan strangers' faces, and get their personal information on your phone within seconds. You know, just going for a stroll and gathering passport details of a couple hundred people. The developers say they created eye X-ray not to cosplay watchdogs, but to show people that even with today's technology, services like Fast People Search or PMIs paired with $300 glasses can strip you of even the illusion of offline privacy. Well, thanks a lot! Now we know, and life has gotten so much easier and so relaxing. Tesla showcased Robotaxi, a mobile kiosk, and a real anthropomorphic robot with built-in AI. A couple of years ago, this would have sounded revolutionary, but now you just have to look for the catch. And of course, you'll find it pretty quickly with pretty much no effort. Take the autonomous taxi. It's basically just a modified Tesla Model 3 with the steering wheel removed that is supposed to drive itself around. Cool. But how it is fundamentally different from the other cars in the lineup that for 3 years already, according to the 2019 presentation, were supposed to self-drive as taxis when you didn't need them. Oh, come on! Why all these questions? We all know it's all because of those damn regulators who won't let Musk implement his innovations. You better look at these gull-winged doors, like in a sci-fi movie. When will it be available? Oh, what kind of silly questions are these? It will be out when it's ready. And yes, maybe even the test cars on the test routes were remotely monitored by people. But that's not because the tech isn't ready, it's for the safety. How do we know people were involved? Well, because the $30K Optimus humanoid robots, designed to be more human-like, were also remotely operated by people. Tesla didn't emphasize it, but if you ask, they didn't deny it and admitted as much. One thing's for sure, Musk's Optimus bot gang does move impressively like humans. Sometimes you watch them and even without faces, they give off that uncanny valley effect. Yes, their hand movements were also controlled remotely, but that hardly affected the smoothness of their motor skills. Just integrate a Twitter-trained AI and they could easily work as bartenders, mixing cocktails and listening to your sob stories. I hope at least they won't ask for 25% tip. Maybe just 15% will do. And as for the mobile Art Deco style kiosk, There's not much to say except that it's an illegal entrepreneur's dream. You set it up to sell stuff in the city, authorities come to demolish it, and you just press a button and it quickly drives back to your house. Maybe even dropping off 20 people on the way like a shuttle bus. Perfect! I can't wait it to be on sale. Of course, after such a powerful presentation, Tesla's shares took a dip. Investors probably expected updates on Model Y and Roadster release, not a staged show about remote-controlled robotic future and Musk's promises that that future isn't that remote. But wait! Have you ever seen a mechanized arm catch a 15-story building falling from the stratosphere? I hadn't either until last week when I saw SpaceX Super Heavy booster return, and I just can't forget it. This is really amazing and actually feels like a real technological breakthrough. Just look what these Mechazilla towers can do with their paws. I hope you enjoyed this video and don't forget to subscribe.